The fascinating world of zebras, life, behavior, and communication. The wild and beautiful zebra. Zebras are one of the most iconic and visually striking animals in the world. With their bold black and white striped coats, they have long captured the imaginations of people across the globe. Native to Africa, zebras are part of the equid family, which also includes horses and donkeys. Despite their striking appearance, zebras are not just beautiful creatures. They are also fascinating animals with complex social structures, unique ways of communicating, and an interesting approach to survival. In this story, we will explore the life of a zebra, from its daily behaviors to how it interacts with its environment. We will look at where zebras live, how they hunt, or, more accurately, how they avoid being hunted, how they communicate, and the various aspects of their lifestyle that make them a vital part of Africa's ecosystems. The zebra's physical appearance. Zebras are known for their distinctive black and white striped coats. While it's a common myth that zebras are white with black stripes, they are actually black with white stripes. This can be seen in their underbelly, which is typically dark. The stripes of a zebra are unique to each individual, much like human fingerprints. The pattern of stripes helps them camouflage in their natural environment, providing a kind of visual confusion when they move in groups through tall grasses or dense forests. Zebras are relatively large animals, with an average height of about 4.5 to 5 feet at the shoulder. They typically weigh between 400 and 900 pounds depending on the species. They have long, strong legs that help them run at high speeds when necessary, and their hooves are adapted to life on the African savannas, where they travel long distances to find food and water. There are three main species of zebra. 1. Plains zebra, Equus quagga, the most common and widespread species, found throughout eastern and southern Africa. 2. Grevy's zebra, Equus grevii, the largest of the zebra species, known for narrower, closer-set stripes. It is primarily found in parts of Ethiopia and northern Kenya. 3. Mountain zebra, Equus zebra, a smaller zebra species that lives in the mountainous regions of southwestern Africa, particularly in Namibia and South Africa. Where zebras live. Habitat and distribution. Zebras are native to Africa and can be found in various habitats across the continent, from the dry savannas of East and Southern Africa to the more mountainous and rugged terrain of Southern Africa. Their primary range stretches from Ethiopia and Kenya in the north to South Africa in the south. Depending on the species, zebras inhabit open grasslands, scrublands, and forests. Some species, like the plains zebra, are more adaptable and can survive in a variety of climates, from hot desert edges to high-altitude mountain regions. Zebras typically favor areas with a combination of open grasslands and access to water sources. Their habitat choices also depend on the availability of food such as grasses, shrubs, and herbs, which are essential to their herbivorous diet. Social structure. How zebras live together. Zebras are highly social animals, and they live in groups called herds. Their social structures vary depending on the species, but the dynamics are always centered around cooperation and protection. Most zebra species form tightly knit groups that help provide safety and assistance in finding food and water. Family herds. The basic social unit of a zebra herd is a family group, which typically consists of one dominant stallion and his harem of mares, females. The stallion is the protector of the group, and his role is to defend his mares and their young from predators and rival males. Within these family groups, the mares usually stay with the same stallion for extended periods, often for life, while the foals are raised in the safety of the group. In these family herds, there is also a structure where young males are eventually driven out when they mature. These adolescent males may form small bachelor groups, where they interact with other males and prepare to challenge dominant stallions for their own herds. Bachelor herds. Bachelor groups consist of male zebras who are too young or too weak to compete for their own harem. These groups often wander together and act as a sort of training ground for young males to learn social and survival skills. As these males mature, they will attempt to take over a harem from an older or more dominant stallion. The social life of a zebra is heavily based on cooperation and mutual defense. Zebras within a herd often stand together to watch for predators, and when one zebra spots a threat, the entire herd will typically flee together. Zebras also communicate within their herds to maintain cohesion and warn of dangers. Diet and feeding habits. What zebras eat. Zebras are herbivores, primarily feeding on grasses, leaves, and bark. Their diet mainly consists of grasses, which they graze on throughout the day, especially in the early mornings and late afternoons when the temperatures are cooler. The plains zebra, in particular, is well adapted to living in environments where food can be sparse during the dry season. Their digestive system allows them to extract the maximum nutrients from grass, which is often tough and fibrous. Zebras have strong, flat teeth that help them grind the tough, fibrous grasses that make up the majority of their diet. They are also known to be highly selective grazers and will often move across large areas in search of the best grazing spots. Water is crucial for zebras, and they drink frequently when it is available. They generally prefer fresh water sources like rivers, lakes, and waterholes. They may also drink from smaller bodies of water in their habitats, which is why access to water is a crucial part of their habitat selection. How zebras communicate. Zebras are highly vocal animals and communicate with each other through a variety of sounds, body language, and visual signals. Communication is essential for maintaining the social bonds within a herd and for coordinating movements in response to potential threats. Vocalizations. Zebras produce a range of sounds to communicate. Barks and whinnies. These are used to express excitement, alarm, or distress. Brays. Similar to a donkey's bray, this sound can be heard when zebras are excited or calling to one another. Snorts. A snort is often a sign of alertness or warning, particularly when a zebra senses danger. Body language. Zebras use their ears, tail, and body posture to communicate with other members of the herd. For example, a zebra will flick its tail or move its ears back if it feels threatened or annoyed. When they are content, their posture is more relaxed. Visual communication. The striped pattern of a zebra may also play a role in visual communication. Although it's primarily thought to help with camouflage, there's speculation that the stripes may help zebras identify each other. Each zebra's stripe pattern is unique, much like a human fingerprint, which means zebras can potentially recognize each other from a distance. Zebra predators and survival. How zebras avoid being hunted. While zebras have few natural predators due to their size, speed, and strong group dynamics, they are not without threats. Their main predators include lions, hyenas, and wild dogs. Zebras are very fast runners, capable of reaching speeds of up to 65 km per hour, 40 miles per hour. This speed, combined with their ability to change direction quickly, makes them difficult targets for predators. However, despite their speed, zebras are often targeted by predators when they are separated from the group or when they are weak or injured. The herd's collective defense is one of the most important strategies for avoiding predation. When threatened, zebras will usually make a dash for safety, running in tight formations to confuse predators and make it difficult for any one individual to be singled out. In the face of danger, zebras also engage in mimicry, which is a behavioral adaptation where they stick close together, creating confusion for predators. Their striking striped patterns can cause a blurring effect, making it hard for predators to focus on one animal at a time. Zebra reproduction and life cycle. Zebras have a relatively straightforward life cycle, with mating typically occurring during the rainy season when food is abundant. Female zebras, called mares, give birth to a single foal after a gestation period of about 12 to 13 months. Foals are usually born in the safety of the herd and are able to stand and walk within minutes of birth. This rapid development is crucial for their survival, as they need to be able to keep up with the herd and avoid predators. Foals are dependent on their mothers for milk, but they begin grazing within a few weeks and will gradually eat more solid food as they grow. By the time they reach 1 to 2 years old, young zebras are fully integrated into the social structure of the herd. Conclusion: the remarkable life of zebras. Zebras are remarkable creatures that have adapted to life in the wild in ways that ensure their survival and thriving. Their striking appearance is just the beginning of the fascinating ways in which they live, hunt, communicate, and interact with their environment. From their social structures to their defense mechanisms, zebras are truly one of nature's wonders. Their ability to survive in the harsh African wilderness, despite being preyed upon by powerful predators, speaks to their resilience and intelligence. Whether grazing on the plains, racing across the savannas, or communicating within their herds, Zebras are a testament to the beauty and complexity of the natural world.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Your support helps the channel grow, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching.